1. Famine in Gaza City. The Integrated Food Security Phase classification has officially declared famine in Gaza City. Phase 5, the most severe alert level possible. This means widespread starvation, high mortality, and displacement on a massive scale. At the same time, Israeli assaults intensified with more than 41 Palestinians killed on August 29th. The crisis has become both a humanitarian and political flashpoint as aid struggles to reach civilians caught in conflict. For millions in Gaza, survival itself is now in question. 2. Thailand's Prime Minister ousted. On August 30th, Thailand's Constitutional Court delivered a major shock by removing Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra from office. The ruling cited ethical violations tied to leaked phone calls with Cambodia's former Prime Minister Hun Sen. The decision adds to Thailand's long history of political instability, where courts and the military often intervene to topple elected leaders. The ouster raises new questions about the future of Thailand's democracy and whether Paetongtarn's powerful political family will continue to dominate the country's politics. 3. Earthquake in Afghanistan and landslide in Darfur. On August 31st, a powerful earthquake shook eastern Afghanistan, killing more than 2,200 people and injuring at least 3,500 others. Entire villages were flattened, and aftershocks made rescue work nearly impossible. Meanwhile, in Sudan's Darfur region, heavy rains triggered a catastrophic landslide in the Mara Mountains. Between 370 and 1,000 people were killed, with reports that only one survivor was found. 4. Tornado outbreak in Europe. On August 29th, Europe witnessed one of its most destructive tornado outbreaks in decades. At least 12 tornadoes touched down across France, Italy, and Poland. France alone recorded 7 strikes, while Poland suffered an IF2 tornado that caused serious damage and injuries. Then, on September 2nd, another IF2 tornado hit Gagny, France, injuring multiple people. Tornadoes of this frequency and intensity are rare for Europe, raising concerns that shifting climate patterns may be making extreme weather more common on the continent. 5. Global Sioux Mud Flotilla to Gaza. In response to the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, activists launched the Global Sioux Mud Flotilla, an international aid mission aimed at breaking the blockade. Ships departed from Genoa on August 30th, from Barcelona on August 31st, and later from Tunis and Catania. The flotilla is carrying around 45 tons of aid and is backed by more than 15,000 registered participants worldwide. While largely symbolic, the mission demonstrates growing global solidarity with Palestinians and raises questions about whether humanitarian efforts will be allowed to reach those most in need. 6. Powerful solar storm. On September 1st and 2nd, Earth was struck by a rare and massive solar event known as a cannibal coronal mass ejection. When multiple solar eruptions combine into one giant blast, they can generate severe geomagnetic storms, and that's exactly what happened. The storm threatened satellites, GPS systems, and power grids, while also producing breathtaking auroras seen far from the poles. Scientists warn that with solar activity peaking, we may face more storms like this, and our technology-dependent world is more vulnerable than ever. 7. U.S. labor market. The U.S. economy showed worrying signs of weakness in August with only 22,000 jobs added, which was short of expectations. Unemployment also rose to 4.3%, the highest since 2021. Manufacturing and federal jobs declined, though healthcare saw modest growth. The weak report rattled financial markets and increased pressure on the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates. For everyday Americans, it raises concerns about slowing wage growth and job stability as the country enters an uncertain economic phase. 8. China's Victory Day Parade. On September 3rd, China staged a massive Victory Day parade in Beijing. This marks 80 years since the end of World War II. More than 12,000 People's Liberation Army troops marched, inspected by Xi Jinping. The event honored history but also showcased China's growing military might, a message aimed at both domestic audiences and the international community. With regional tensions rising, the parade was as much about asserting power today as it was about remembering the past. Thank you for watching the video till the end. This is my first ever video and YouTube channel, so please let me know if of any ways I can improve. I plan on using this channel to cover important news that occurs during the week once a week in a short, concise way so you can stay up to date. With famine, political upheavals, disasters, solar storms, and power displays, this past week has been packed with events reshaping the global landscape. This is Around the World in 8 minutes or less. Subscribe so you don't miss next week's roundup.